Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so it's time to get gritty with games, and first of all, I get to do it with Arche. So the biggest and most important selling point to me is the combat system, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about that first. I really like the skill set system. I mentioned this in my vlog video on Thursday, but it's really cool because being able to switch your classes and having a bunch of different skills is something that I think is important in a game. I like having a complexity of skills to go through. So right now I actually switched from being a Templar, which I originally was, to an Argent, which is basically taking out the defensive last combat skill set and putting in a more offensive one called Battle Rage. It's the closest I could make to a Channer, I think. I've got the kind of DPS with the melee attacks, then I have the healing and the buffing in a sense. Okay, I'm going to hide the tabs here. I will say that there's a lot of Kina selling. I mean, not Kina. Gold selling. Jeez. Kina gold. It's all the same, right? What do they call the currency? I don't even know. So, we're going to take a look at some of the skills. I'm attacking these things that are called Mahadevi Gorillas. I'm going to hit my 2 skill now. Didn't work as well there, but it actually lunges me forward. So the cool thing I think is that you can actually combo a bunch of these skills together. Like, you saw the word combo there for a brief moment, which basically was doing 2 skills in conjunction that are actually supposed to like buff each other. So let me just kill this gorilla. Heal myself too. I have a heal over time, but it's nothing exciting. It's kind of weak because I have so much HP. It's pretty nice though. It's still a hot, and hots are good. And I also have a single heal, which is also a nuke. I think it's interesting that your healing for some skills can also be your attacking. That's pretty cool. So let's watch it again. I'm gonna hit 2 and then 1. 2. There was no combo. Oh, there's a combo. So I think the combo with the 1 skill is that if I knock something down, I actually get to do more damage. Yeah, I believe that's what combo means. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, but that's just one set of skills. Let me use another set. And obviously if I use them all, I'd be killing these mobs pretty fast. So let's try using my Shift 2. This is a debuff, which I believe increases the amount of damage the enemy takes. Yeah, it does. By 12%, as well as decreasing their healing. So I'll hit Shift 2, I debuff them. Now I can jump over, hit 1. It's pretty nice. I'm going to use my 4 now, which is a buff. It increases the amount of healing I get based on the amount of magic damage I do. So it says that I buff myself for 8 seconds, I get 26% of magic to health. Oh, mobs keep spawning. I will say that the mobs spawn really fast in this game. Like, ridiculously fast. I had a couple instances where I was doing quests, and I was running up to the quest item, and they would spawn continuously, never stop, and I was like, please stop. But they never did. So. Oh, I leveled. Nice. Wonderful. There's another thing I need to mention. My 6th skill is actually a buff that's also a cooldown, so buffs me and potentially allies in my range while debuffing enemies. The problem is that it's melee, so I have to get up close, but that's good because of the skills I have. I'm trying to coordinate it so that I have like melee skills. So let's see, 2, then followed by 6, and 7. 7 is just a DPS physical skill, which does a frontal, like, kind of, as you saw, their effects, so everything that gets hit by it actually takes damage. That's pretty interesting. Out of all the games, the combat system here reminds me the most of Ion, simply because of the amount of skills and combinations of skills that actually kind of supplement each other. I haven't paid attention at the quest at all because I don't really care about the story. It's been a bit forgettable, but, well, kill the Alpha Gorilla, he's right there. I also forgot to mention my 3 skill. It's just a spin AoE like a Glad. Apparently Channers are also getting their kind of AoE in 4.8, I believe, or 5.0, I don't even know. That's nice, but... So now that I've talked about all the different skills, using them together, I'm going to use them on the big guy here. It's going to be pretty good for damage. I think there are better routes, like going to the archery version or the ranger version, whatever it's called, and then the sword version. Oh god. I think I should have bought consumables too, because I am sorely lacking in the healing. Like, the healing in this game is okay, but I can tell that it's not huge so far. Maybe it gets better later on. But as you can see, my HP is not going up very much. In fact, I'm taking so much damage. And my screen gets to this whole, like, you know, I'm almost dead effect. But after you get out of combat, you actually regain your HP and MP pretty quickly, so, you know, it's just a matter of waiting. Oh, I have these things that are like crackers that I can eat for food. Oops. Oops. Well, a good thing I missed that guy. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to try attacking the big fella now. He is a level 16 with a 1 star. I don't really know what that means other than difficulty. So start off with a 2, or shift 2. It's also a root, my debuff, oops. Get some combos in. Let's do a little spinning. Comes with a slight knockback. Oh, he evaded. This 6 debuff I think also increases the amount of physical damage a target takes. No, it decreases move speed, okay. As you can see though, I did a pretty good amount of damage. I'm still alive. That's the most important thing, right? Yeah, oh god, my pet's getting killed. That's another cool thing with this game. Your pets are actually part of the combat system. And you can actually... Oh, I died. Well, can I loot this when I'm dead? No, I can't. Let's take a moment to look at my dead body. Respawn at the temple. Wait, what? I don't even know. Anyway, that's pretty much the summary of what the combat is so far. Oh god. Oh god. I'm sorry. Do I have a pet covered first? Yeah, I do. Can I use this? No, I can't. Well, my pet is dead, and I'm not really sure why. Can I resummon you? Well, this is awkward. Okay, so I use the recall ability to go to a city. It is called the City of Towers, and I'm here at a marketplace, or auctioneer, which is their marketplace slash broker, etc. So I'm going to see how it is, how accessible, etc. I'm going to try to buy a staff because why not? I'm level 17, I'll assume that anything I can use is in that range, so let's go ahead and hit enter. No items listed. Let's try a bigger range. I don't even know if they're going to have low items here. So something here called the Second Rising Moon, level 18 to 20. You know, for the sake of testing, I gotta hit something I can actually use. 14? I don't know if there are skill level jumps between the availability of items, but it looks like 18 is the lowest on the broker, which is fine. So now can I go to lowest bid price? I can. So the lowest costing thing here is a fire starting staff, which is still better than mine. I'm gonna hit here and then bid. Okay, I cannot bid. Why not? Oh, buy now. There we go. Well, 19. Okay. So I just bought something. That seemed pretty simple, right? And there's a marketplace. Oh, it's a lamp. It's an interactive lamp. I heard a sound, but I'm not too sure where I can go to pick up my mail. Do I directly get it from here? No. Hold on, let me go to the mail. Oh, it's right there. It's right outside. Of course it is. There we go. Okay, that seemed pretty simple, right? Yay! I can actually use it, but I'm actually not going to use it. I'm going to buy a better one. Okay, so that's the combat and the market system in a nutshell. Obviously, it's not going to be the most comprehensive, but I need to be pretty quick about this, so there you go. And my inventory is very messy, but we'll pretend that it's not. Okay, switching over to GW2 now. Okay, so when I left off before, there was only 2 skills. Now I have a bunch and some special abilities. I'm going to hit the H button real quick. Open up my version of quote-unquote stigmas. So as we can see here, there's one for healing, which is nice, and then we have a bunch of utility slots. We have 3. And in here we can diversify the kind of stigmas we want. They're called skills, but I'm going to call them stigmas for the sake of familiarity. Right now I have one called the smoke screen, no, the fire turret, which is pretty interesting, but I'm actually been going underwater, and I don't think it's going to matter what turret I use. I'm going to switch back to the rifle. So there is water combat, or underwater combat. I have a different kind of weapon for that, and I'm not entirely sure what it does. Let me try hitting. Oh, mines. Whoa, okay. So that was the first time I ever used those mines, and I can say it's crazy. You can also dodge in the water. My gun shoots out some kind of a torpedo. I have mines, which I believe are an engineer's specialty. Let's try them again. Boom! So that's pretty neat. And I can actually do stuff underwater. Let me get outside so I can breathe some air. Wait, never mind. I don't have to do that anymore because I have a mask. I forgot. Hold on, how do I open the character H? That's one thing that kind of confuses me. So on the bottom right here, you can see that I have a aqua breather and a trident of sorts, a spear gun. Yeah, it's nothing like a trident. And now I'm going to do the skill challenge, which will enable me more points to buy the kind of different stigmas that I was talking about earlier, the skill sets, or whatever they're called, skill points. Wait, all I have to do is touch this? There's got to be something else to this. Wow, that was simple. Okay. Sometimes they're really easy like that, and You just have to go to it and avoid the mobs. Other times I find you actually have to kill mobs. It depends. Let me go over to this side because there are unexplored things here. And I mentioned it already before, but it is pretty simple compared to the other games, especially Arche and Ion. So obviously if you like complexity, then this game's going to be kind of like a meh. Let me try attacking this with my turret. So I'm going to hit my 7 button now, place down my turret, there we go. I'm going to destroy this portal to the underworld, which will of course spawn a mob, but that'll help me improve the combat a bit. I'm just auto-attacking, it's so slow. Let me hit my 2. There we go, here's a mob. So I can use my 5 skill, which kind of puts down a sticky layer that slows down a mob. I hit my 3 skill, which blinds it, and these other people came out of nowhere and pretty much just killed my mob, whatever. Thanks for ruining it, guys! Oh, there's a dead guy here. Who's that? Someone got knocked out. He's getting revived by someone else. But yeah. And there are also things I can explore, like, apparently on the map, if I look, there's an undiscovered vista here, so if I do some climbing, I get on top of this plateau, I can actually discover something, which is neat. Oh, you guys, they're just appearing everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna try this mob without any help. It's so hard, I know. Oh, it goes invisible, right. So I'm gonna hit my 3 skill, which blinds it, which means I can dodge 1 attack, and the next time it attacks I can just roll, but obviously it didn't work. So, yeah, I pissed off some bug, whatever, killed the bug. That's it for the combat. I don't have to explain too much more. It is, again, simple, and I'm not sure if I like it a lot or don't, but it's amusing to say the least. Let me open the the market now, because I gotta look at that. So here's the Black Lion Trading Company, their broker. You can access it anywhere, anytime. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the trading post, which is where I can spend my money or sell my things. So up here we can see I can buy items. So let's say right now I'm level 15, right? I wanted to buy, I don't know, not armor. Well, yeah, let's look at armor. I wanted to buy a chest piece. I'm not really sure if there's a way to differentiate. Oh no, oops, I think it was engineer only. Now I took that away, but I go to chest piece and then I go to level. Level, please? Thank you. And I just scroll down to level, let's say I'm 15, right? And then I can look at the prices here. The more expensive one's obviously going to be the stronger one. I think it automatically puts the prices for you, but unusable profession. Oh, I removed the engineer only tag. Well, that makes it harder for me. Really hard. But if I ever found something that I could use as an engineer, it'd be nice. There we go. Money Swindler Code of Melandru. So it gives me more defense, more power. It's kind of confusing if you haven't played this game before, but you can basically click on the item and buy it instantly, which is nice. I'll buy it for the sake of shilling. So now I have to actually go to a delivery box to pick up the stuff that I bought and sold. I'm actually going to sell something too, because I might as well do that while I'm here. So what sells okay? I don't have like much to sell here, so I'm going to sell a bunch of these jute scraps. I don't really know what they're used for. So I'm going to sell 11 of them. Its minimum price here is recommended as the amount that someone has ordered, I guess, and I can sell the amount I have for 11, so yay! And that's really simple and easy, and I like that a lot. The broker system here is pretty interactive. Okay, so that's the more overall looking at markets and combat in these two games. I have to play them more to figure out what are the kind of like walls that stall you, the time sinks, etc. I know for Arche it's a lot of the crafting / farming, because there's literal farming in that game. Guild Wars 2, it's more of a casual thing, so I gotta figure out what's the deal here. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's Terra and WoW video, if I can ever get into WoW. But that'll be it for me, so you guys take care, and I will see you soon.